Okay, now let's take a look at distributed. Distributed is inventory. So when I click this, it's going to give me a summary. It's going to say on this PID of Branch Raceway, there's been 61760 ordered, same has been received, and inventory is only 710 feet because on the 13th, I sent someone out on the job site to do an inventory. It looks like Mark Topping and Quentin did the inventory. Okay, or maybe they sent somebody out there to count, but they approved the inventory. So 710 feet on that date. So the difference between what has been ordered and what's left in inventory is 61,000 feet. So that's how much has been distributed, or you could assume that that's how much has been installed. That's where that number comes from. We used to track quantity installed. Many of you may remember that. It just didn't take off well. It wasn't accurate. And the biggest problem with that is that you're asking installers to report on themselves. You're asking them to tell you, who's in authority, how much they installed today. Well, maybe they didn't install any today because for whatever reason, it's probably a pretty uncomfortable thing for them to say that. And maybe you're the kind of superintendent that wants to take their head off if they're not hitting a certain number. Hopefully not. And so it just works against production tracking. So we took that out of the equation and said, okay, instead of asking them how much they installed, let's go ahead and count what's on the floor. So when you send someone out to do an inventory, they use their mobile app, their ProTracker mobile app, and they just click what they've installed. In fact, this is the inventory process. You can do the same thing from your desktop or tablet, or they can do it from their mobile phone. So in this case, to perform an inventory update, you're going to choose the PID that you want, and then you may break it down into location if you want, or you may just say all locations, and then you enter a quantity, and then you update it. When you update it, it's going to, when I update it, it's going to create a table here of all the updates. So you got guys in the field that are updating it with you. There may be multiple updates here based on what they're finding. And then once they're complete, you'll talk to them, they'll talk to you, say, okay, we're done. Then you can review this. If you feel like maybe something got duplicated, you can remove it. And then when you're feeling comfortable with it, you click post. Once you click post, it's going to change that value, okay? And it's going to be more accurate. So of these three methods, this is the least accurate, this is next accurate, and this is the most accurate, okay? Because it's real time. As soon as you do an inventory, that should be pretty accurate data. So in this case, we budgeted 38 feet. We're actually averaging 43 feet per 8 hours. We've got good efficiency. The bars are looking good. Really good news. Now, whenever you make a change to the data, you have to click this recalculate button. There's a lot of calculations going on here, and it slows the system down. Every night at midnight or 1 a.m., we go in and automatically update this information so that when you come in the morning, it's already updated. But if you want to recalculate, and you can, like we just made a change, we can recalculate. We can click it, and it will only recalculate this PID for that job, so it goes a lot quicker.